Good morning from Old Cromwell. Today we are heading towards Mount Cook, but the roads to get there we have actually ridden before. You see, we've been basing ourselves near Cromwell in a small town called Clyde at a friend's house while we do all of these loops around the central Otago region. But our last stop that we haven't seen or haven't spent a lot of time in is the Mount Cook region, but we did briefly pass through the road just before the turn off when we went to Lake Tekapo a few weeks ago. So we're going to be heading back towards Mount Cook today. We won't get to Tekapo, it's the lake before that, so that is the plan for today. But we're starting the day with a coffee in Old Cromwell. Old Cromwell is gorgeous. You kind of could miss it if you ride straight through Cromwell and you just see the main new big town, but back here by the river or the lake here, it is absolutely gorgeous. Real authentic, few little shops that have been preserved from the past, and it's a nice place to have a wander and to grab a coffee. So the plan for today is just to ride to Mount Cook, and then tomorrow hopefully the weather will be good enough that we can see a little bit more of the Mount Cook region, but we'll decide that later because the weather is ever changing here in New Zealand and we could head on that road and it could end up in thunderstorms. So without further ado, coffee and then we'll head to Mount Cook.
Right, off we go. Headed towards Mount Cook. Actually will be quite a nice ride there, one that we have done before, as Em mentioned before. We have, I forget the name of the pass first. There is a pass, isn't there?
Yeah.
Gotta go over.
Up to Twizel.
Up to Twizel.
Yeah, we're going to do that first, aren't we? And then take the offshoot down to Mount Cook where we are going to be staying tonight. But first we need to go around the Cromwell Lake. I don't think it's called Lake Cromwell, but it's the lake.
Should be called Lake Cromwell.
The lake that's just here in Cromwell.
Right, we're back on the Lindis Pass today, and it's just as nice as the last time. Oh, looks like a Caterham 7, but I think it was the Lotus version of it. We've seen quite a few of them today. But yeah, this is a really nice pass to ride and a nice way to get back to Mount Cook today. I think it was a bit cold and late the last time we did this one, wasn't it, so it's nice to do it in the daytime today.
Yeah. Got 9 kilometres to the summit of the pass, and it is 9 kilometres of squiggles and sweeping bends and great views.
Another one. So just coming down from the summit now. I think this is the prettier way to ride this pass. I don't remember it being this grand when we came up the other direction. I guess we had those big mountains behind us.
True, I think it was a little bit... No, it wasn't. It was perfect weather, wasn't it?
It was perfect weather, yeah. It was a warm evening. It might have just been because we had quite a long day, hadn't we? And then maybe the last hour we just may have had enough. But goodness me,
special.
Yeah, there is a cold chill to the air all of a sudden here. I know I've got all my vents and stuff open, but it's dropped down to 12 degrees. I wonder if it's that air that's coming off all those glaciers and those snow-capped mountains that we're making our way to. It might actually be quite chilly in Mount Cook.
Yeah, I think so. I brought my all of my layers.
All of the jackets.
Yeah.
I think there's a couple of walks we can do, isn't there? Have to see when we get there.
Don't want to get my hopes up with the weather.
No, we've had a good run so far. I don't mind chilly, as long as it stays dry. Alright, we've just pulled into the town of Twizel. We're in Mackenzie country now, are we, Em?
Yeah, that's it.
Town centre is down here. Are we looking for, what, a supermarket or anything, or are you just having a look?
Just having a look. I wanted to see the town of Twizel.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of accommodation here for the Mount Cook region. There's a motel there. So I just wanted to check it out, really.
Yeah, we were thinking about staying here and doing some ride and hikes again, but we noticed that there were last minute availability at the hostel that's on Mount Cook. It's actually a very nice hostel, which is handy because you can just step out the door and you're right there in the ranges.
Yeah, it worked out quite well really, but I thought we'd pop in anyway because we're not too far really, from only 60 kilometres from the from Mount Cook, and from the hostel we'll be staying in tonight, so I thought we'd just have a little look inside.
There's a little Foursquare.
Yeah, you want to pop over there?
Yeah, if you want to have a look at something. It's quite big actually.
I think it's quite possibly the coolest address ever to have is, oh, I live in Twizel, just off the Starlight Highway. It's just the coolest thing ever.
Are we sure it's pronounced Twizel and it's not Twizel?
Why would it be Twizel?
I don't know.
It's Twizel in my book.
It's Twizel.
Right, well, I grabbed some bits for us for the next few days in Twizel, and I had a little look around town. It's quite cute. Really cute, actually.
This ride should be pretty beautiful. We have actually got blue skies, I think, in the direction that we're heading, so we might be very fortunate today. There you are. Here's the turn off here to jump on the 80 to Mount Cook. Right, this is going to be exciting now.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. New Zealand's biggest mountain. This is the
Edmund Hillary Centre. That's up there too. It's a famous New Zealand Kiwi climber.
That's good to see. Road open, road open.
That's always a good sign. And there's no other alternative. This is the Mount Cook Highway. Good name for a road. Actually only 55 kilometres in to the village that's at the bottom there. There's not so many places to stay down there, so there's very limited availability, which is why this is one of those locations you need to book in advance. But fortunately we were able to find 2 free beds in a dormitory in the hostel, so that's great. It's good news, huh? There is the lake. That's the one that we pulled up next to a few weeks ago after we went to Lake Tekapo, and I have just caught a glimpse of what I think is Mount Cook on the horizon. It's just behind these trees at the moment, but I think it's about to pop out now as we go around this corner, hopefully. It's a lot busier this road than I thought it was going to be. I'm guessing that's the day hikers.
Yeah, it's a must-see destination in New Zealand, isn't it? This region, these lakes. And I think on a clear sky day, or slightly cloudy but still pretty clear, everybody wants to be up in the mountains.
Yeah, don't blame them.
So still, that lake today.
It's beautiful. Oh, there you go, Em.
Wow.
Just the top peeking through above the clouds.
It looks awesome. I think it's had a fresh dusting of snow up there, so it looks really clear.
This is Peter's Lookout car park, and that is possibly one of the best views of Mount Cook.
Wow, incredible, hey? And we're going to be getting so much more close.
Exactly, yeah, we're going to grab a few pictures here, but I kind of want to hurry off in that direction as well. But yeah, let's take a few pictures while the weather is on our side. Look at that! If ever there was an inviting road, it's this one. Gosh, that's beautiful.
It's like you're riding directly into the mountains.
If I'm being honest, I didn't think we'd see that today. I thought it was going to be overcast.
I did too.
Gosh, it's huge, isn't it?
It is. I think because around it is the water, it just makes it seem so much bigger and grander.
Yeah, like that's ground level and then it's straight up. spectacular, that. Well, Mount Cook keeps going out of view, but reappears around the next corner. Absolutely spectacular. Still got 26 kilometers till we get to the village, the Mount Cook village. It looks like the lake ends here. It's quite I can't get over how blue that water is, so the contrast with the stark mountain behind it.
I think that's what makes Mount Cook so I don't know what the right word is, imposing maybe?
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
Because it's big and grand and it's just there because the surrounding peaks kind of lead you up to him. It's not like you're looking at loads of high peaks, so it kind of gets lost. It's just like, wow, he's huge.
Yeah, it stands out, doesn't it? And like even those mountains, they're just as beautiful, aren't they, with the water just washing up to there. I read somewhere that there used to be a lot more trees around here, but it's quite a wildfire area, quite susceptible to. There was a picture of it, I think 10 years ago, before they had a big wildfire, and most of the lake was actually surrounded with trees. One of many photo stops for today. It's absolutely glorious. Look at that valley there. It's amazing how flat it is here, and then the peaks just come straight up off that valley. It's absolutely spectacular. We've still got, what, 14 kilometers until we get to where we're staying tonight, and it's spectacular that we're going to be staying at the foot of that mountain tonight. Well, nearby the foot of the mountain, let's say. But it's a good sign. All of the people seem to be leaving this area, so I think tomorrow night will be quite peaceful just to wander around there and be surrounded by these peaks. What an amazing day today has turned into. This is more than we could ever have asked for. I'm so grateful that the mountains are out today.
Me too. I didn't expect it. We kind of always dull our estimation down, don't we? Our expectations.
Yeah.
Things,
so we don't get disappointed.
Which means we're always surprised and happy, especially at any view of any mountain.
Absolutely. Right, let's head a little bit closer.
Let's go deeper into the valley.
Into the valleys, Em. So Mount Cook's peak has disappeared behind that mountain on our right, but we've just been presented with another fantastic mountain wall that has ice clinging onto it. I don't know if that's technically a glacier, but it sure looks like it. That's clinging onto the side of the mountain there. This place is phenomenal, isn't it?
I think phenomenal is the perfect word for this region. Goodness. Every corner seems to be taking our breath away with incredible views of the mountains and the snow and rivers, glaciers. Just, it's got everything. We've got
the way that cloud is just lingering on the top of that ridge line.
The big shelf of ice over there as well.
Yeah. So I think that's the village is just down there by the looks of things. Could possibly be behind that one, or it's just at 12 o'clock now. Alright, we've just seen a signpost for the Tasman Valley Road. Now, again, it's another small road that I couldn't see on the map before. It's only a 9-minute ride to the car park, so I think we should go and see it while everything's clear today.
I agree, and I think we can have a look at what potential hikes and walks that we might be able to do around this region, because the original one, what we wanted to do is the Hooker Valley Trail, and it's closed at the moment because the bridge has been broken, the suspension bridge. I don't know if it's reopened. It's another thing we need to check on tonight, but from what I can see on Google, it looks closed. You can still do like 2 kilometers of it, but it's not like the 10k hike that we originally planned to do when we were here. So maybe there must be hundreds of hikes in this region.
I should imagine so, yeah. But I think this one will bring us close to that glacier, because we could see it from the road, really small. I don't think it would have picked up on the camera, but this should take us pretty close to it. Fantastic.
Here's the bridge. Might need to speed up a bit to get behind that blue car.
Alright. Should be able
I feel like we're about to have the best reveal ever around this corner.
I think so, yeah. So this definitely looks like it was carved out by the glacier. Cool bridge as well, really.
So cool. Right, that's a plan then, Sean, isn't it?
I'd say so. There's a few little hikes. There's only 1.3 kilometers, but I'd like to get out of this gear, as would you, I guess. But yeah. I think we can come back tonight. We've got time. It's only 5 o'clock now, and sunset is 8 o'clock. So yeah, let's get to the hostel, which is only around the corner really, and we can pop back later and do that one tonight.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense for us to be able to enjoy it as well.
Yeah, because you just don't know. The weather's forecast tomorrow is the same as today, but you just don't know, do you, if it all of a sudden a big cloud comes in the valley.
Let's get to Hacker House Hostel. You know, a hostel's got a good name, or a hotel's got a good name when you remember it, because it just like it's got a ring to it. This was literally described as a luxury hostel for hikers.
Well, I did look at the photos of it, and it does indeed look like a hostel like no other. It did look like luxury.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why our rear tyre already needs changing.
No, these carry-forwards have got to last us until we get back to Auckland. Should be a bit more gentle on them.
Well, here we are at Hacker House.
We're just outside of the Mount Cook village. Well, I mean, it's literally just over there. You couldn't walk to it without any problems.
Wow.
But what a backdrop.
Crazy.
We're back here again. Quick turnaround, checked into the hostel, made a quick sandwich. The kitchen actually in this hostel is very good.
The whole hostel is cool.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Fully equipped for everything.
You can actually get private rooms in that hostel as well, for a really, really good price for the area. So if you can bag one, definitely do. We're in an 8-person dorm at the moment, and it's pretty great. But we are going to be heading to the Blue Lakes now. It's only a kilometre-ish walk up some steps, and then hopefully we'll have an amazing view.
A fantastic view of the Tasman Glacier from here. This is a really special place and so accessible for everyone as well. Reading the sign back there, he said in 1990, so only 36 years ago, the ice came all the way up to these rocks here. Like, this lake never used to be here, and it was thick ice, and you can actually see the line all the way in where the ice used to go to, and it must have been really, really thick and deep ice. You can see it there. I was talking to a local just then, and he said that there used to be a road that ran all the way down to the bottom there, but
as the glacier receded, all of the rocks crumbled in and destroyed the road completely. But yeah, he was telling me when he used to drive his car all the way down to the end there, which is amazing really. But we can still see a decent chunk of the glacier over there. And just over there on the other side is Mount Cook starting to poke through. I think that one is 3,724 meters high, so a really impressive peak here in the Mount Cook National Park. There's a couple more walks you can do. There's the blue lakes down there, which are no longer blue. They were blue when they were fed by the glacier, but now they're just full of rainwater, so they're actually green now and not blue, but they're still called the Blue Lakes. But what a place. I think we'll just sit here for a little bit and take in this wonderful view.
Here we have Sean pretending to be
a photographer. He's clicking away on his camera in automatic shooting mode, getting wonderful pictures of the surrounding area.
Which one's your favourite?
The glacier, the Rocky
Mountains. One of them's called like the Bridal something, and the other one's called that. I think that's called Armchair.
Is it the Armchair?
Yeah. So I don't know if you can see, but Mount Cook has just come out to view. The cloud is slowly drifting away as the sun sets. It is magic out here. It's absolutely stunning, and we are getting an absolute show with the colours and the sky, and the fact that with every passing minute, it seems, the clouds are disappearing and it's just getting more and more clear and beautiful. How are the photos?
Pretty good, I think, just started to clear, as you say. Don't know what's the star of the show actually, Mount Cook or that glacier, or the one in the really far background. I still can't get over how deep and thick that used to be.
No.
Following that line over.
I think the stars here would be magic.
I guess so. Even tonight, actually. Tonight might be a good night for it.
True, because Tekapo is just over there, and that's a dark night sanctuary.
Yeah.
I actually can't believe we're only 35 kilometres from Box Glacier.
I know, yeah, we'll be there in a few days, I think. But to get there, we need to ride around about 4 or 5 hours to get 30 kilometres progress. But yeah, that's what's quite cool about New Zealand, is you have these big natural features. There's no tunnel or anything through it. No. They're just there, and you have to work around them.
Move, quick, run! There are 2 Kea over there. They're flying.
Oh yeah, these are all Kea. Wow, look at his red wings.
I can't believe how close he is, Sean.
I know, they're quite brazen, aren't they? They're beautiful when they open their wings up. You can see the red.
behind me is around 10 Keas and they are such inquisitive birds. They get quite close. Their wings are so beautiful. Just have to be really quiet.
I think you just sit and they just come next to you. I think they're trying to peck something off you, like that. Wow. So each one is posing. And when they flap their wings and you see the red.
I think they are one of the prettiest birds in the world.
I think they are, aren't they? I don't know if you can see it here, but they got like green feathers, and then underneath is that amazing red colour. Very sharp beak, so I think.
Yeah.
Haven't you? Sharp beak.
I don't think you can get a more Kiwi view right now with Mount Cook and the Kea.
Oh, we've got Mount Cook clear in the background, surrounded by 5 Keas. What a way to finish off today. It's been amazing. We thought we were fortunate enough to see one by the Milford track, but these guys have just come in tonight. What a treat.
That was amazing.
Those Keas are like, they don't care. They just get really good. They're super friendly. They do keep their distance when they realise they're too close. But no, they're lovely, aren't they?
They're beautiful, but they're like cheeky. They proper make eye contact with you and like
They do, yeah.
look at you.
They are like friendly with you. But I didn't realise they were here.
No, because we would have covered the bike.
Absolutely would have put a cover on the bike, so maybe we've got another like several holes in that seat. But it's done for anyway.
Doesn't matter.
I actually found another random hole today. I don't know where that came from.
Yeah. By the by, it's been an incredible day. I can't believe we got our Mount Cook ride in blue skies with those incredible views that we've had. Then to have this magic sunset here, and then for the Keas to show themselves.
I thought they were crows. I saw them flying in over the hills there, and they sounded like crows and looked like crows. And then they landed and I was like, whoa, alpine parrots.
They're amazing. They're absolutely amazing. They're the one and only alpine parrot.
They are, yeah.
Which is even more fascinating, and you can only see them here in New Zealand, and they are my new favourite bird. I absolutely love them. They are magic to see. So we'll see you all in the morning as we attempt to do some of the trails around here in the Mount Cook region. Unfortunately, the Hooker Trail is closed, which kind of sucks. It's normally a 10-kilometre incredible hike, but one of the bridges has unfortunately been damaged.
Yeah,
so.
and I don't think it's possible to pass underneath as well. I think the water is a little bit too torrent.
So
But, there's plenty more to see around here. We'll probably end up coming back up here tomorrow night if the Kea's here
probably.
again.
Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. So we'll see you all in the morning.
Good morning from the foot of Mount Cook. We stayed here in this wonderful hostel last night. Actually had a big lie-in this morning. I don't know what happened, but we've got all of the day to go and explore some of the hikes that are just waiting for us out there. In fact, just out the window of the hostel is an amazing view of a sheer mountain face with a glacier stuck to the side of it. So we're going to head out on, I think, around about a 6-kilometre walk this morning. The one we initially planned to do is closed because the bridge is out of action. But we've got enough snacks in the backpack, got ready to go, so we're going to head out now.
And so it begins. We have decided to do the Sealy Tarns trail, which means a 600-metre elevation.
I hope it's an elevator, that'd be nice.
A 600-metre altitude gain and 2,200 steps.
Wow. It's not like a huge hike as in kilometres though, is it?
No.
But there is a lot of steps in it. But look at that today. We didn't see that as clear as we can today. The way the ice is clinging onto the side of that is pretty special.
It is.
And the clouds.
Oh, listen.
Oh, that must be on the other side. Little
That
avalanche.
was a big avalanche.
It was, wasn't it?
Can't speak this morning.
No,
I've had
yeah.
elevators and avalanches. But I am a bit gutted that we can't do the Hooker Valley Trail. It is renowned for being one of the most beautiful. There's a lot of disappointed campers that have also come here to do that trail. In total it's 10 kilometers, so it's kind of really cool, but I think this is going to be fun too. So the Sealy Tarns track that we're going to do is halfway point to the Muller Hut, which is another really cool hut stay that we could have done.
Oh, okay.
That's up 1,000 meters, but again, unfortunately, the hut had been booked out for the time that we were here, so we're just going to go halfway up. But if you're coming to the Mount Cook region and you want to do a lot of the hikes, there are so many to do, and they are all varying in different skill level. But what's shocking is how close we are to the other three, or the other two glaciers. So you can really spend a lot of time either in the Franz Josef region or here and be able to do loads of the hikes. Okay, so this explains it better than I can. So this was the Hooker Valley track that went all the way over to Hooker Lake, and this is the Sealy Tarns track, and this is Kea Point Lookout. Where we went yesterday is on the other side, so you have to come out and do the Tasman Valley road. So we're going to head to this point, and then we'll see if we want to have a little cheeky look at Kea Point, and then we'll head up towards Sealy Tarns, and that is where the hut is that you can stay.
Well, we must be nearly halfway now. We've been up these steps. It's basically a staircase hike, then a flat hike in the least. But from here we can also see the lake there, and then the second lake has just come into view that's below Mount Cook there. It's definitely worth it to get those views of the lakes and Mount Cook in the background there. But I think we're going to press on. It's a good way to start the day anyway. So the view is getting better and better the higher we climb, and here you can quite clearly see the lake at the foot of Mount Cook there and the secondary lake here. You can also see where the glacier has carved its way through. I'm guessing it used to be pretty much level with that dark rock there, and it's slowly melted away into the water there. But we're going to carry on. I think we still got probably another 150 meters, or maybe even 200 meters of altitude gain.
I think you're dreaming there, Sean.
I tell him he's dreaming.
He's dreaming.
Oh, you can actually see the glacier. I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Behind that lake, yeah. Too busy looking at the water. Beautiful.
We've been on trail now for 30 minutes, and it's a 3-hour round trip according to the sign, and we've found that the signs here in New Zealand are
pretty accurate, I'd say, yeah.
Who needs a stairmaster? So we've pretty much been on the trail for about 25 or 30 minutes, and it's a 3-hour return, so we still have a long way to go, but with these views I think I'd stay on it all day. So after an hour and 36 minutes we've made it to the top, to the Sealy Tarns little lake and a viewpoint, and boy was it worth it. You can really get up close to the glacier here, and we've been so fortunate that we've also basically got clear views of Mount Cook. The hike wasn't really a hike, it was basically a staircase up the mountain. It was quite a struggle actually, it really was, like step after step after step, and it's a 600 meter climb. Now you can go another 400 meters up from here, and that's towards the hut, and I think there's another lake. For us, we're done for the day, we're going to head on back down, but it's absolutely worth it to head on up here and see this viewpoint. It's absolutely gorgeous, and even if you can only get halfway, it's worth it. Just gaining that little bit of altitude means that you get these incredible vistas. So you can see there off in the distance the road that leads you into the valley, lined with hundreds of cars, and that is the car park. So you really gain a lot of altitude on the Sealy Tarns track. You can just about see Storm if you really
Oh
look.
yeah, it's down there. And just behind there is the Mount Cook village, which isn't huge really, which I guess is why it's so hard to find availability to stay here. But there's actually not that many people, it just looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
I think there's probably in the hundreds, not in the thousands. There's plenty of space for everyone.
And we are down and off the mountain. We did that in 2 hours and 23 minutes. 2 hours and 23 minutes of hard work.
It's quite a slog up there.
It really was. So actually we only covered a distance of 2.3 kilometres and our average pace per kilometre was an atrocious, like 50 minutes
Oh gosh.
a kilometre.
I mean, a 2 kilometre hike sounds absolutely nothing, but that was pretty brutal.
It really, really was. I've actually burnt off nearly 450 calories in that little 2-hour walk, which is incredible. But I think our legs will be feeling it tomorrow. But it was absolutely worth it. It was fantastic. I think you start to regret your decisions about halfway up. Once you get past that and you see that glacier, it is absolutely worth it. It has been a very hot hike as well today, hence the sun hoodie, cap and a lot of sunscreen. So we're going to head back down now. Well, it's like a 2 or 3 minute walk towards Storm, where we'll hop on him and head into the town of Mount Cook. By town it's probably more of a village, but yeah, and I think we deserve a cold drink, possibly a coffee. Sean, Rob Roy Glacier track or this one? If you can only do one, which one do you do?
I do the Rob Roy Glacier any day.
You look like a Smurf. So we are now back at the hostel after what has been an awesome couple of days. I love these like bike hike trips we do where we ride somewhere, take a day off and do a big hike. It's been so wonderful to just kind of be here in the Mount Cook region. I have to say, it's one of the most beautiful places Sean and I have ever been. It's inspiringly beautiful. It makes you want to get out there in nature, and that is really, really wonderful. But we're back at the hostel now, and Sean and I have decided that this evening we're going to go back and see the Keas and relax a little bit. We're going to take a little walk on our own and kind of speak a little bit more about the next stages of this trip. We've been in New Zealand now for 3 months, which is a really long time. We can actually stay here for 6 months if we wanted to, which we kind of do, but there's also a burning desire to get over to Aussie, to Australia and to Tasmania and to start that next stage. So we kind of need to figure out a little bit of a plan. I need to work on the air freight route out of New Zealand and over to Australia. But I'm gonna miss Australia already, New Zealand already, because it's just such a wonderful, wonderful place. Yeah, it's just so beautiful. I mean, just where I'm walking around now, you can't, the camera doesn't capture it, your eye doesn't really even capture how beautiful and immense these mountains are, but the clouds are coming over a little bit now. I think Mount Cook is about to get swallowed in cloud. But yeah, I think that's our plan for this evening. Do a little bit of prep for the next stages and enjoy a night off from everything and maybe give our legs a little bit of a rest because they definitely got a workout today. And then tomorrow we'll actually be heading towards Oamaru via Timaru as we head down towards Dunedin again and complete our final loop down here of the south. So we'll see you all in the next episode where we explore a little bit more of the South Island. And yeah, I don't really know what's in store, but I'm hoping lots more of these mountains. Good night.